Everybody, happy No King's Day. Hello, happy No King's Day. There we go. There we go. Happy No King's Day, everybody. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the Magic Bus. No King's Day Magic Bus. We're going to, I don't know, 300 cities, 600,000 cities. I don't know how many cities it is. I think it's going to be like 1,000 cities. We're going to all 1,000 cities in like 5 hours tomorrow. So, welcome to the No King's Day, or welcome aboard No King's Day Magic Bus to go to all those cities. And we'll be dumping money out of the bus to attract other people. We'll be driving real slow down every single street in America, dumping money out of the bus to attract people to the bus. But happy No King's Day. We could overthrow Trump today. I mean, that's not an unreasonable outcome. If it's not today, this could be the second rehearsal for the next No King's Day when we do overthrow Trump. But it could be today. I mean, there's a lot of ways that Trump could get overthrown today. I guess the most likely to me is if he orders the military to attack American cities. I think it's the military's duty to go ahead and do a coup and overthrow Trump at that point. Now, other ways, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm looking forward to the end of Trumpism. I think we all are. I think it's going to be epic. I think it's going to be awesome. And I think it's going to be really peaceful and cool and fun. So I know the No King's Day protests are going to be really peaceful and cool and fun today. So enjoy going to yours. I think they've really set a good example in Portland. The Inflatriots and the Skatriots and all the other peaceful protesters in Portland have set a great example for how to do it by having more fun than they have. Also, I think some good signs have come out of just recent videos I saw today about ICE kidnappers and the consequences for ICE kidnappers. And they're not good. Two of the videos were just girls chasing off the ICE kidnappers, like getting some guy released, getting a 17-year-old kid released and chasing off the ICE kidnappers, calling them out for an illegal traffic stop in Illinois. I didn't understand the details of that. Another one was a girl who was calling all the neighbors over. She said, it's ICE, and she was using her car to block them and got the ICE agents to flee. But that's two different videos I've seen recently of girls getting ICE agents to flee, filming the ICE agents running away from them. And I think that seems to confirm another video I saw of somebody who was coming across like a legal expert on things. Maybe they just had that air about them and they weren't necessarily a legal expert, but they sounded like an authority on things like they knew what they were talking about. And they said the thing about ICE agents kidnapping people is that if they're committing other crimes, maybe including an illegal traffic stop, the thing that one girl managed to chase the ICE agents off for doing, all she was really doing was filming him and saying, that was an illegal traffic stop and you can't arrest him, he's 17. And she chased him off and they released the guy. But maybe the reason for that is because it's getting around and people know that if ICE agents are committing a crime and that crime is and also in conjunction with kidnapping, then it's a life sentence. They can face a life sentence for committing any crime that's also in conjunction with kidnapping. Now, why they can't just get a life sentence for just kidnapping? Well, they probably can, but especially if they're committing these other crimes, which they are committing. So even these like minor infractions become complicated to a potential life sentence when they're involved in kidnapping. So that's something that I think is getting around. I also think ICE agents getting comeuppance in various ways. Like, this one video really exposed how bad they are and how the cops are going to turn on them. Like, I'd seen months ago that ICE agents had kidnapped a cop. And then since then I saw video of the ICE agents, having tear gassed a bunch of cops. I mean, I guess the cops were around protesters or something too, but they tear gassed the cops along with the protesters. And, or maybe they just tear gassed the cops because just flex or something. And then uh, heard just today about um, the ICE agents kidnapping another cop. Um, I think the first cop I heard about him kidnapping was um, a black cop. The cop that I heard about him kidnapping today was a white cop, but that's all I heard about him was that he was a white cop and they kidnapped him recently. So the cops should be turning on the ICE agents pretty soon because they keep kidnapping them and tear gassing them. And also today, I think this is a pretty good video. I saw it on the Don Lemon show, so it's probably going pretty viral from Don Lemon himself, but also I think I've seen it on 5 other uh, suggested videos just on one homepage of my YouTube account when I was looking earlier. It's this cop getting arrested. Sorry, it's not a cop getting arrested. It's a Homeland Security. It's an ICE kidnapper getting arrested by cops for being a drunk driver. And oh my God, like it starts off bad and then it gets worse because this kidnapper is drunk with his kids in the car, and he mentions his kids in the car not really as if he's concerned for his kids, more just like to try to as a way of trying to get out of the drunk driving charge. But he's super belligerent with the cops. He's like, I don't have my kidnapper ID on me, just like I wouldn't carry my gun with me. And they're like, well, you don't have a weapon? He's like, no. They're like, well, I need you to get out of the car. And he's like, no, I need your supervisor. And he starts railing. And then the black cop shows up and he has an accent. So the cop is like, are you Haitian? Like, it doesn't matter where he's from. And he's like, yes, it does. So that's not just because he's drunk. That's because he's a ICE kidnapper. Like, he probably would have said that same type of stuff if he wasn't drunk. He would have been, more forceful about it if he wasn't drunk. But that video, I think that going viral is going to be a key part. I mean, in addition to, again, the ICE kidnappers tear gassing and kidnapping cops, it's going to be a big wedge between the cops and the ICE agents. So that the cops will probably start arresting ICE agents or whatever they want to do to ICE agents. Because remember, cops have qualified immunity. So when that starts happening, when the cops start turning on the ICE agents, when the cops start defending the American people, like the National Guard might be the ones to set the example for that. Portland National Guard general said if their National Guard goes into the streets, they're going to be protecting the protesters, not the ICE agents. And I think plenty of other police chiefs and police officers have said the same or similar things. Then these recent incidences between the ICE agents, the ICE kidnappers, and the police officers, I think is going to drive that wedge between those two communities, or I shouldn't say drive the wedge between them as if they're allied, but they have been working together to some extent. Again, some cops have already been opposed to ICE and said they're not going to work with them and stuff like that, but they have been working together in a lot of cases, and I think that's going to splinter. That's going to start to turn in the cops and Americans' favor. The cops will side with the Americans, and it'll turn in their favor. Um, oh gosh, and that can include the National Guard and other authorities as well. The smart thing for ICE agents to do, for the ICE kidnappers to do, is quit or turn on each other and stuff. Do what you can, I guess, from the inside to collect evidence on them or something. But I mean, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene turned on the Republicans because she sees which way the things are going, and she's not even that smart. She's just, I think she's maybe actually principled about some things and realizes, once you pick one of their lies apart, the rest of it falls apart. And I do think that the ICE agents are scared now because the people have turned against them so powerfully, and it's going viral every time they get stopped. And the stuff they do bad is going viral too, but the ways that people are stopping them is going viral. And then the tension between the kidnappers and the cops, like you should expect the cops to stop kidnappers in general, but that I think is getting to a crucial point where the cops are going to start siding with the people and against the kidnappers. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess we'll do their stupid. This is literally the question they recommended. So weird. Hands or feet is the question that Net and YouTube recommended. Is that supposed to mean something? Is that got like some type of connotations or something? I don't know. I put it up there anyway because they suggested it, but YouTube can be really weird. Their attempts to be like TikTok are kind of sad. They're like old people using like young people lingo or something. So, anyway, sorry, I was just a little distracted by the cat. Happy No King's Day, though. Happy No King's Day to everybody going to a protest, everybody protesting from home, everybody just, everything helps, you know? It's like just engage, try to meet people, even if it's online. But I think when people go out to these protests, they're going to meet people, make connections, make friends, maybe meet your life partner there. So I mean, that's going to happen. Like, statistically, that's going to happen like thousands of times. So it's really going to be exciting tomorrow or today, later today, in just a few hours. And welcome to the No Kings Magic School Bus, where we're going to, I don't know, 3,000 cities in one day. I don't know how many cities are doing this, but I think it's a lot. I think it's like all the big cities and all the little cities and all the cities in between. So I'm really looking forward to it. I don't even know if I'll go. I might just support from home, like I often encourage people to do. But I might just go because, again, this could be the one that finishes Trump. Like, we might not have another chance to protest Trump. He might be done for. So, I know people think that's a really outside chance, and maybe it is now, but it is still possible. There's definitely possibilities that this could be the last day of Trump. And while I guess I can say I've been participating all the time, I'd love to go out in person and meet people at the protests and take part in that way. So I think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What are your plans? Are you planning to go out to the No Kings protests? Are you planning to support from home? Or are you a fascist? So, welcome to the No Kings Magic School Bus, where we're going to all the protests in one day. I have before just helped spread the word about other streams, about places where you can live stream. YouTube's usually pretty bad about being able to live stream, being able to find live streams. It's almost impossible. At least I remember it was almost impossible during Black Lives Matter protests to find live streams on YouTube. But now that TikTok got captured by Trump, and I think a lot of people are leaving TikTok, that'll probably be different just because more people will be streaming on YouTube now. Whether they let anybody see it is a different question. Hello, happy No Kings Day. Are you planning to go to the No Kings protest? Or are you going to protest from home? Are you going to participate just by commenting online and stuff? I think that's a great thing to do. I think people should not underestimate the power of that as well. But at the same time, there's going to be millions of people out today, and it'll be nice to meet some of them. Whether you go to a big protest, I think what a lot of people aren't aware of is that the protests aren't only the ones that you see, like massive crowds in big cities. The protests are everywhere. The protests are going to be in big, small, and medium-sized cities, towns all over America. So there'll be one near you, and to go to it will probably be one of the most fun and social and um, invigorating, inspiring things to do, like in your entire life. So I would strongly encourage anyone who's considering it to do it. And I guess that includes myself. But I still don't know really for sure if I'm going to do it or not. We'll see. We'll see. If I don't go, then I almost certainly will live stream, right, just like I am right now from bed, and do No Kings protests from bed. Because again, I think that's really important that we all participate however we can. You can do so much online. Like that's why a big part of what I call the Pillar Revolution, although all non-violent protest and revolution I call the Pillar Revolution, including like voting and stuff. Um, but yeah, we can do it from bed. We can do it from bed any day. Tomorrow is a really good, exciting day to go out and see all the people. Not tomorrow. It's today. It's today. It's today, George. I keep forgetting that in all time zones now it's after midnight. So today is a great day to go out and meet people and protest together. And if you want to meet here and say something in chat, I will pay attention to the chat. But right now there's this cat. This cat is getting really um, a lot of. The cat is getting really a lot of mats in this fur, or whatever it is. The fur of the cat has some mats. I'm trying to think about. Anyway, happy No King's Day. Are you planning to go to the protest? And if not, would you reconsider? I think you will enjoy going to the protest if you can, and if you can't, do it from home. Um, but that's what I'm talking about here. I like to call it the No Kings Magic School Bus because we're going to go to like 3,000 protests, 3,000 cities and towns to protest all in like 5 hours tomorrow. So a pretty impressive feat. But thank you for coming to the live. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, and thank you for stopping the war in Gaza. That's one thing I think we cannot repeat enough to enough people. The more people we say thanks for stopping the war in Gaza, the better we'll get at stopping wars. Gee whiz, cat, I'm trying to get this out. You can't scratch the same spot. So it is encouraging to hear about these ICE kidnappers facing life in prison. It is encouraging to see the cops finally arresting some of them, even if it's just for a drunk driving charge. But to see them arresting them for kidnapping coming up pretty soon, that's going to be where it starts to get refreshing. Where it starts to get back to the way America's supposed to be. Instead of this Trumpy bullshit. So happy No King's Day. Welcome to the live. Thanks for coming in. Sorry I'm dealing with this cat, but gee whiz, cat. This is the sheddingest cat I've ever seen. Like a cat's worth of hair. Anyway, are you planning to go to the protest, or are you going to protest from home on your phone? I call it the Pillow Revolution. We can do it from bed, but we can also do it with inflatable animal costumes and other costumes. I do think I want to wear a costume between it being getting close to Halloween and just it's fun and inspired by the Inflatriots in Portland. The all the people wearing the inflatable um, animal costumes there, and just to inspire joy and a good time for myself and the other protesters. So I don't think we've gotten any Americans in chat yet. I think we've gotten probably bots and Trump Putin-ears. But I do expect that when we get American in chat, we can talk some about the No Kings protest. So we'll see. But happy No Kings Day. Encourage you to go to the protest. If you don't think, if you don't want to go to a big protest in a big city, go to the small town protest, because there's going to be protests everywhere. So I'm trying to think of where I might go. I haven't decided yet, but I think I have decided I want to go, which means I might want to go to sleep pretty soon and stop trying to do a live when nobody's coming in anyway. Shit! And this cat's scratching me too much. Anyway, happy No Kings Day. Happy No Kings Day. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping the war in Gaza, by the way. If nobody's thanked you personally for stopping the war in Gaza, thank you for stopping the war in Gaza. Thank you for stopping the genocide. Thank you for saving Gaza. That's important. And thank you for saving America. If you're going to the No Kings protest tomorrow, if you're just protesting from bed, if you're protesting from home, I would try to get another mat out of this cat, but every time I do, she's starting to scratch bad. Okay, this time she's... Nope, stop. Don't scratch. Don't scratch. I can't do it if you're scratching. How do you get so many mats? Anyway, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think people are going to have a good time, and it'll be good to see other people in the community out at the protest. I think we could end up overthrowing Trump today. This could be the last chance we have to protest Trump, so let's make it a good one and enjoy it. I think one of the main things is to have fun, to stay peaceful, because these guys are warmongers and they're trying to start martial law and civil war and all this stuff. So don't let them do it. Don't give them the excuse. Set the example of having fun and not letting them... Whoa. Set the example of having fun, not letting them portray anybody negatively. I also think that people who think that they can agitate or infiltrate and make people look bad by doing bad things are going to realize that there's a whole lot of people there and they can't do that. And if they try to do that, it won't go well. So I don't think that that anybody violent, including the cops, or I mean not the cops, the kidnappers, the ICE people, I don't think anybody trying to be violent will succeed. I think peace will win the day. I'm really excited about that. I think the No Kings protest could end up overthrowing Trump today. So I really encourage you to go out and be part of it. Go out and meet the people in your community and help end Trumpism. So happy No Kings Day. Thanks for being here. We'll see if we get any people that want to chat in the comments, but well, I probably need to get some sleep so that I can get up and get some sort of costume together. I've got a great taco hat, but I couldn't find it, so I might end up wearing my crown. We'll see. But hi, happy No Kings Day. Let me know in comments if you're going to a protest, and if you're not, let me encourage you to go and to know that there's going to be protests in small towns, there's going to be protests in big towns, there's going to be protests everywhere, literally everywhere. And you could go to one, there's 3 or 4 people there, or you could make one and then 3 or 4 people will show up. So yeah, really there's going to be protests everywhere. So don't be shy, don't be hesitant. If you don't want to go to a big protest, go to a little protest. Even if you're in a big town, you could go away to a smaller town, to a suburb, to a little protest outside. I mean, if you're in a big city. Or don't think that, hey, because you live in a small town, you would have to go to the big city and get involved in a giant protest, and you don't want that. Just go to the protest in your small town. There's going to be protests everywhere. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a wonderful day. We're going to win. This is a lot of how we're going to win. So congratulations in advance, and thank you in advance But also, thank you for, also mostly in advance, thank you for saving Gaza. Thank you for stopping the war, stopping the genocide. I don't think we're thanking each other enough, and hopefully you can take that message to the No Kings protest, and maybe it'll spread like wildfire. Thank you for saving Gaza. Thank you for saving Palestine, the Palestinian people. Thank you for stopping the genocide. That's important for everybody, not just the victims. It's important for the perpetrators too. Thank you for stopping the genocide so that these perpetrators won't just perpetrate anymore. And no thanks to the tyrants who started it and benefited from it and prolonged it and took so long to stop it and then finally kind of stopped it and are trying to take all the credit for that. Thank you for stopping the genocide. You're the one who did it. So, hats off to you. And happy No King's Day. Thanks for being here, but I don't know if we're going to go live much longer because it's just not, I don't know if it's not, if we're not reaching an American audience or if everybody's resting up before No King's Day. But happy No King's Day. I believe that we will win. I mean, we will win. You've seen us winning over and over again on the videos and stuff, and you'll see more of them today. I mean, millions more. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a great time. There's going to be people in every city. So, as I was saying before, if you want to go to a big city, or if you're in a big city, you want to see the huge crowds, that'll be awesome. It'll be great to be part of a huge crowd with that much energy and stuff. Not so much for me. I might try to go to a smaller protest or even just live stream from bed. Just do my own No Kings protest from bed. Just like I would encourage you, even if you don't go, post some content about it. Um, comment on other people's content about it. Watch the live streams and comment. Comment when you're in a live stream is a way to get other people to see the live stream. So, even if you're just leaving emojis or something, if you're in a live stream if you're lucky enough on net and YouTube to find the live stream of the No Kings protest, even though there will be millions of them being produced, net and YouTube won't necessarily let you find them and access them. But if you're lucky enough to find them, comment on them so that other people can find them too. So when you're in a live stream, comment on it, just like you can practice now if you like. Like and comment on a live stream so that other people will find it. And that's a great way to participate in the revolution, in the No Kings protest, which I call the Pillar Revolution, because you can do it from bed. You can just do it while you're in bed on your phone, like you're going to be anyway. But this time, you can help overthrow Trump and Putin and Netanyahu and take the country back from the fascists. So it'll be much appreciated. But if you can go out to a protest, even if it's just for a little while, I encourage you to go because it's going to be inspiring. You'll probably want to stay longer than you planned. Um, it's going to be an awesome time. It's going to be a historic moment in American history. It's going to be like a milestone, a watershed moment. I can't think of all the words for it, but it's all those words. It's going to be all those things. It's going to be momentous. So be part of the moment. I think you'll love it. I think you'll meet people that you love and that you become friends or lovers with, and that's worth going. It's better than going to anything else I can recommend. Um, I mean, you could go to, a concert or a sporting event or something, but do you even meet people there? Like at a protest, you'll meet people, you'll talk to people, you'll make friends with people if you want to. I mean, you can just do your own thing too. But it's a great place to connect, and that's a great thing to do. So go to your protest. If you're in a small town, even better because you have a better chance of talking and meeting people. And a giant, I don't know, they probably will in a giant um, place too, but you're not going to meet everybody because there's going to be tens of thousands, a million people there. Some of these protests are going to have a million people there. So it's pretty exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really empowering. I don't think you can express how empowering it's going to be amongst all these people protesting against Trump and against fascism and for America. Like October 18th, it's like we're going to have a 4th of July too coming up. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's October 18th. Maybe October 18th is going to be the new 4th of July, the new Independence Day. We're going to have one of these days. There's going to be a definitive day where we're like, hey, this is the day we're celebrating the end of Trumpism. This is a day when we're celebrating turning the whole country back around. It could be today, October 18th, 10/18. I mean, it's a good date. Uh, an unexpected date. No, I mean, everybody's been looking forward to this for months. So get some rest, I guess. I guess the real key here is, even though I don't usually get that big of an audience in my lives for uh, anything I do anyway, um, I'm probably even less people tonight because people are getting some sleep before the big No Kings Day. So, a good idea. Another part of the Pillar Revolution is get lots of rest. Be a happy No Kings Day. Have fun at the protest and be safe. Meet people. Enjoy the moment because it's a historic moment. We are overthrowing Trump. It could be today. This could be our last chance to specifically protest Trump because he might be done for before the next, massive protest is organized. It took him a few months since the last one was in like July or June or something. It's been a while. So it takes a few months between these massive protests. So go ahead and join in this one because Trump might not be there. Trump might not be president by the time we do the next one in, who knows, December or February or something. So go ahead and join in. Enjoy, meet people, like, maybe meet lifelong friends, maybe meet new lovers, maybe meet um, people that you just enjoy talking to tomorrow. But you're going to have a good time if you go. I guarantee it. Your money back. Um, you're going to meet people. You're going to it's going to be inspiring. It's going to be wonderful. And it's going to be fun. And if you don't want to go to a big protest, because the big city ones are going to be huge, if you don't want to go to a big protest, go to a small protest. There's protests in thousands of cities around America today. So if you're not interested in a giant protest, don't go to a giant protest. Go to a smaller city with a smaller protest. And you'll still meet people. You'll still have a great time. You'll probably get a chance to talk to people, even better in a smaller setting than you would in one of these giant protests with 1,000,000 people. Although, even with 1,000,000 people, you'll be talking to the people that you're nearby. You'll have a good time and plan to have a good time. Pick a great costume. I mean, it's getting close to Halloween anyway, so it gives you a good practice run to dig through your costume bins and find a good costume. Have fun with it. It's going to be an awesome day. There's going to be a lot of people having fun. You won't look silly no matter what you wear. So wear whatever you like. Wear some type of outlandish costume or something fun. The whole message right now is that peace beats war. Like fun and happiness beats, grumpiness and sadness and evil and kidnapping and stuff. So let's do it. Let's defeat them with a good time. Uh, the Yippies did this back in the 60s. They're like, we're going to have a big party, and our party's going to be so big it overthrows the country. And that's what we're going to do. We're having a big party, and it's going to be so big it overthrows the evil fascist regime. So thank you. Also, while you're here, thank you for stopping the war in Gaza. Thank you for saving Gaza. Thank you for stopping the genocide. And please thank other people, the people you know did it, way more than the tyrants who started it and benefited from it and prolonged it. Thank those people because they're not getting the thanks that they deserve. And we need to thank each other at this time. And going to the No Kings protests today, in just a few hours, will be one of the best ways to do it. The place to meet. Probably everybody you see at the No Kings protests deserves thanks for stopping the war in Gaza. So thank them. Thank them from me. And thank them from you and from the bottom of your heart. And thank you for saving Gaza. And thank you for going to the No Kings protests. So far, don't know that anybody's going, but it looks like people are at least interested. I encourage you to go. I think you should go because it's going to be fun. You don't want to miss out on this fun. And it might be the last chance we get to protest Trump. It really might. Um, by the next time we do a protest, if we have to do another protest, by the next time we do one, he might not be the president anymore. So protest Trump today while we still can, because he freaking deserves it. And you deserve to meet the people there and to have the inspiration and the empowerment that comes from being and seeing in person all those people. gathered together for the same purpose: to overthrow fascism, to overthrow tyrants, to save our neighbors and families and communities, to save our country, save our government, to save democracy, to save all the good things about America. Like, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it to save these things about America, and it's going to be worth it to go to the No Kings protest in order to do it. So, have fun. Get a good night's sleep tonight. I can help put you to sleep if you want. Get a good night's sleep tonight so that you're well rested for the No Kings protests tomorrow. And have fun. And if you didn't hear me say it earlier, they're not all going to be a million people. Some of them are going to be 500,000 people and 1,000,000 people and stuff. Some of the big city ones. But you don't have to go to those. If you don't want to be around 1,000,000 people, go to a small one that's got like 50 people or 100, 200, 300 people. You might not know how many people are going to be there till you get there, but you know what the size of a town is. Go to a small town and go to their protest if you don't want to go to the big million people, big city protests. And if you do want to go to the big city protests, have fun. Like, good luck and enjoy. And I'm kind of jealous because I don't know. I wouldn't mind going to that, but since I have more other things to do tomorrow too, um, I don't know if I can get into all of that because it could be, a long affair to be with to be in a crowd of 1,000,000 people like that. Just traffic and stuff. So, I might only go to a protest for an hour, half an hour, or I might say I'm only going for an hour and a half an hour and stay for 2 hours, or I might go and it's like, there's only 10 people there and I talk to all of them in 15 minutes and then I'm like, okay, well, I did my part. Maybe go to a different protest. So that's the other thing is it's like, like you can do it like club hopping if you wanted to. If you've got, small cities, suburb cities around, you can pick which ones you want to go to and check them out. I thought about that too, especially if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, but I do, so I can't get too involved too much. Otherwise, I might just live stream from home. I just live stream about it just like I'm doing now, except for major differences. If people weren't in, if I wasn't getting anybody involved in chatting, I don't think I would just keep talking because tomorrow there'll be too much else to do. I'd rather be in somebody else's live stream or in a live stream of the No Kings protest, or just go down there again. It doesn't have to be a big deal. You don't have to go to one of the giant protests. If you live in a big city and you don't want to go to the 1,000,000 people protest, um, go to the suburb and go to one of the smaller protests and have fun. I just think it's going to be a historic occasion. It's going to be a historic moment, and um, it's really good for you to go and participate. It's like you can look at it like, well, they don't need you down there because they're going to have 1,000,000 other people. They're going to have 50 other people, whatever. And they are, but it's for you. It's for you to go down and see everybody and be part of it. And for you to be able to look back the rest of your life and tell your family and descendants, I went to that. Yeah, happy No King's Day. Thanks, Malt Licky. Nice to see you. Happy No King's Day. So yeah, it's for you to go down and be part of it and be inspired by it and be empowered by it. Like, it can change your life, and it can change your life in specific ways. Like, you could meet people that become your new wife or your new husband or something. You can meet people that become your new best friends. So enjoy the No Kings protest today. Have fun. Be positive. It's going to be a positive environment. Anybody who tries to start stuff, any infiltrators or agitators who try to start stuff, that's not going to work. Not amongst this many people, inspired as we all have been by the inflatriots and skatriots in Portland, all the peaceful protesters there in their inflatable animal costumes and roller skates. Like, if y'all have seen those videos, all the music. Oh, the turnout will definitely be in the millions. Matt Licky or Malt Licky says, sorry if I'm not reading your name correctly. Malt Licky says, I hope the turnout is in the millions. The turnout last time was in the millions with like 10 million people, I think, in America, 15 million worldwide was one estimate I heard that sounds believable to me, because I'd see pictures of 500,000 people. You'd see footage of cities that had obviously, a 500,000, over 500,000 people. Chicago, New York City. Here in Denver, we have a few 100,000 at least. Um, maybe 500,000. It's like that's like half the city. It's like everybody goes out for this. I mean, I guess yeah. Maybe it's more like 100,000, because I don't know how big the city is. It might be a million, half a million and a half, 2 million people. Anyway, there's millions of people um, in America at these protests. Last time, this time there could be 50 million. There could be more people than watched the Super Bowl. There could be like, yeah, I was gonna say 100 million. That might be exaggerating. There could be 50, 70 million people at these protests, because there's a lot of them. It's going to be really hard to estimate that, because all these small towns are having the protest too. There might be 15, 20 people at the protest in these small towns, but those add up too. And yeah, millions. I wouldn't be surprised to see a million people at some of the major American cities, each one today. So, a million people in New York, yeah, I would almost guarantee that. A million people in LA, yeah, like especially if you're gonna do like all the suburb cities and add it, then probably 4 million people in LA. Probably a good million people here in Denver area. So I'm really excited. I think I saw the last No Kings protest. Ironically, Trump's biggest crowd sizes are protests. Okay, Matt Licky, I'm glad you made that comment, because I was commenting on an Amy Schumer. Somebody made a video about Amy Schumer. Right, now, happy No Kings protest, everybody. Happy No Kings Day. Welcome to the No Kings Magic School Bus. Somebody made a post about Amy Schumer, and they were talking about how, what they say, um, it's ironic that this is, the funniest thing she's ever done is trying to support Andrew Cuomo. Um, or the only time she's ever been funny is trying to support Andrew Cuomo. And then somebody else replied, she said she wanted to be a comedian, and everybody laughed. Now no one's laughing. Something like that. It was so good. But yeah, ironically, Trump's biggest crowd sizes are protests by far. I mean, his rallies have been dwindling for a while now. But yeah, just the comparison of the last No Kings protest was on his birthday parade day. And about 1,500 people showed up for his birthday parade. I mean, that's people could have come from. It wasn't a surprise birthday. It was like the military parade that they were talking about for weeks. People could have come from all over the country for that, in their RVs or whatever, Griswold status. But 1,500 people made it there. Like, more people showed up at Standing Rock. More veterans went to the Standing Rock protest in a convoy than went to Trump's birthday party. And then total people went to Trump's birthday party. It's like 1,500 people went. Same day, 10 million people around the country are protesting him. I don't see how that didn't trigger an automatic recount. They could have been like, wait, we need to recount that vote if these are the numbers we're dealing with. So, but yeah, I think we're going to have 50 million people in America. 25, 50, maybe 75 million people in America today protesting. It's going to be awesome. And you're going to be you're going to want to be a part of it. So go to your big protest if you live in a big city. Go to your little protest if you live in a little city. If you live in a big city and you don't want to be in a big protest, go outside the city to a little protest. Be part of that. But I think everybody's going to have a great time. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think we've really seen some great examples of people doing great things. I think we'll have so many numbers there that we just do not have to worry about violence. I think we'll have such a positive mood that the authorities ain't going to be able to do shit. It's ironic, here in Denver, we have probably a few 100,000 people are going to be at the protest tomorrow. Lots. And then we also have 16,000 cops at a cop convention in downtown Denver tomorrow. Now, the 16,000 cops, I don't know if they're all police chiefs or something. Ironic if they were all police chiefs, all come to Denver on the same day that they're having these protests. But I don't know. Maybe it's not police chiefs, it's just police officers. There's 16,000 of them, but they're here for a convention. And it's not like they're against the protesters. I think Trump's narrative is what it is. Oh wait, we've got more comments. Trump's narrative is that the authorities are against the protesters, but as I was saying earlier in the live, but nobody was here for it. The authorities, the cops are starting to turn on ice. Like it's time for the cops to turn on ice. But yeah, Matt Licky says something similar. The tide is turning, and you love to see it. You do love to see it. So in case you haven't seen this, there were a couple girls who chased ice away with their phones and cars. One of them with her car, she like blocked ice and got the ice people to run away scared. And she was also calling everybody while she's filming it all. Hey, everybody, ice, this is ice, this is ice. So everybody came out and surrounded them. Then the other girl was just on foot. I mean, she may have driven up, but the other girl was on foot, and she got these cops trying to kidnap this kid. And she was like, no, you can't do it. And she told them they couldn't do it, and they let the kid go and left. She was like, this is a traffic violation. You illegally stopped. This is an illegal stop in Illinois. What you did is an illegal stop in Illinois. Now, this reminds me of a video I saw recently that these ICE kidnappers can face life in prison because there are other crimes. They can be charged with other crimes, which in conjunction with kidnapping makes it a maximum sentence life in prison. So if just for the illegal stop, the fact that she's catching them in illegal stop, calling them out for the illegal stop, and then they're trying to engage in a kidnapping, she caught them. She got them on camera, and they left. They let the kid go and left. So it makes me think that that's probably true, that the fact that they're engaged in kidnapping means that they're going to face life in prison for this. And it is turning around. Now, the cops have the kidnappers, the ICE kidnappers have kidnapped cops, two that I know of so far. It was about a month ago they kidnapped one cop, and then just recently, like yesterday or the day before, they kidnapped another cop. But they've also been tear gassing cops. So the cops are about ready to turn on ice. I'm pretty sure that with the viralness of this video of the cop arresting an ICE agent, with that going viral, I think the cops are going to turn on ice. And the cops are already, lots of cops are already poised to turn on ice or have already turned on ice. Yeah, take your own advice, Ben. Thanks, Southern Charm. Nice to meet you. I mean, I'll show your comment, even though net and YouTube censored it, just so everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows what you are, and so the hunters can track you down. When you just said Nazi hunting is a noble profession. Nazi hunters, when we have Nazi hunters who hunt down Nazis into their 90s, for their entire lives. If Nazis got away with being Nazis, Nazi hunters hunt them down. And we celebrate that. We have TV miniseries about Nazi hunters who hunt Nazis, and we all cheer them on. They'll be hunting down, like young people, young Gen Z people and stuff will be hunting down Nazis. And the Nazis are in their 90s, these German Nazis who got away with stuff. The Nazis are in their 90s, but these young people hunt them down. And we celebrate that. We make miniseries, TV miniseries about it. We get good ratings because they're heroes. It's a noble profession to hunt Nazis. Southern Charm says, I voted for Trump and regret it. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's not your fault. I mean, you didn't want this. You obviously have enough heart and conscience and stuff to be sorry about it. So thank you for saying that. Thank you for helping stop him now. We're all part of this now. Are you going to go to the No Kings protest today? Are you in a southern... You apparently have Southern Charm. Are you in a southern city? Because there's going to be protests in every city. I'm letting everybody know. It's not just the big cities. And if you don't want to go to a giant million people protest, don't go to the big city. Just go to a little city. They'll have protests too. Might be 15 people. Might be 20 people or something. That'll be fun. That's kind of what I'm planning to do. So it'll be fun regardless. Whatever you're in the mood for, whatever scale of protest you're in the mood for, it's going to be fun. You're going to meet people. You might meet your new best friends. You might meet your new life partners. You're near Houston. I'm thinking about going, but I hate downtown, so don't go downtown. Houston has however many suburbs. Look up and find out what suburb has a little town, outside of Houston, and go there. Go to some suburb you like. Go to some go to some unfamiliar place. But I mean, go wherever you like, but don't go to downtown Houston if you don't want a big crowd and traffic and stuff. It's going to be a huge protest in downtown Houston. It's going to be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, I would guess. So if you don't want that, don't go to that. But you then again, if you're kind of curious about that and you don't have anywhere else to be and you can get stuck in traffic or whatever, go to that. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. So don't worry about it. If you decide to go to a big one, go to a big one and have fun. But if you don't want all that, just know that hundreds of cities in Texas are having protests tomorrow. So go to any one you want, you know. Go to one that's more your style if you don't want to go downtown. I don't like going downtown either. Um, I've been downtown for a protest before, but I got there near the end of the protest, so it was hardly anything going on. Um, it was a couple years ago, and gosh, that was probably the last one I went to. Um, I, have. Let me think. Yeah, that was probably the last one I went to. I went to the No Kings protest, but I didn't know it was going to be there. I was just driving down the street and I saw a small group of No Kings protest, the last one, and I stopped and I don't think I talked to anybody because they were breaking up right as I got there. Um, but it was like really old people, like they were like all in their 80s, and then felt like they were on a shuttle, like they came down from uh, a retirement home kind of place and came down for the protest. But I think I might try to go meet them tomorrow, see if that group is still there tomorrow. And even if I'm the only one there who's not a senior citizen, I think that'd be cool. It'd be fun to support them and meet them, or maybe more people will show up at that protest, or I might see some other ones in my town. But I don't think I'm going to go to downtown Denver because downtown Denver is going to be a 500,000 or 1,000,000 people. It's going to be huge. So, because I think it was a quarter of a million people last time at least. It was, yeah. Well, I can't remember what I saw from footage of downtown Denver. I feel like it was 100,000 people, something like that, at least, maybe up to a quarter of a million. But this time I think it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be twice that size. Like the protests are going to be huge, not only because Trump's done even worse, more bad stuff since the last one, but because people are finding out about it. Especially the protests in Portland right now are getting so much attention, and people are having so much fun there. People are going to say, "Hey, I want to go to the protest to have fun." People are going to say, "I want to be part of this because I want to be part of history. I want to be part of this historic moment." People say, "I just want to meet people. I want to see this and feel inspired and empowered by all the other people who are participating." So there's a lot of good reasons to go. Um, I think everybody's going to be proud and happy that they went. Um, and if you don't go, if you don't feel like going, or you can't make it or whatever, participate on your phone, participate online, um, live things on. If you can find a live on YouTube, they're hard to find. And YouTube's gonna suppress these lives. But if I go, I'm probably gonna go live while I'm down there. Nicole Columbia says, although they say that like the big protests, it might be hard to get a signal or something, and they might jam things. Like I don't know how that's gonna be. If it's gonna be the same as the Black Lives Matter protests, where the police were jamming people's signals and stuff. Nicole Columbia says, my boyfriend is 63 and whether loves what Trump is doing. My grandfather is a very good giving Democrat. Actually voted for Trump. He's 74. Right. I'm sorry. But those people will come around too, ultimately. You can't be that diehard of a Trumper. Like, yeah, they sure seem like it. But, I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene's coming around, and she was a pretty diehard Trumper. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's going to come around eventually. Look at it this way. I'm old enough that I remember George W. Bush, and they were real big on George W. Bush. When he was president, they were real proud of it. There was people with stickers on their cars, and everybody's real proud of it. Dude, those stickers came off pretty fast once he was gone. People are kind of ashamed that, Now it's actually kind of cool to be a fan of George W. Bush because he's actually criticized Trump somewhat. But it's, it's a rare person who's a fan of George W. Bush. And that's going to be the case for Trump in 5 years, 2 years, pretty soon, honestly, sooner than you'd expect. Um, because it's so bad. And once people start to see through some of it, they'll see through the rest. It's just like a house of cards or, you know, a, whatever. It's just like something that once you pull out part of it, the thing falls apart. Like a Jenga tower or something that just, it doesn't have much left. There's not much left there in the base. He's shedding people from the Epstein files. He's shedding people from the, dumping all this money on Argentina or something. He lost a general or admiral just today because that admiral didn't want to be part of his assassinating people in boats and stuff, like bombing, rocketing boats and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to shut the live down because I'm going to get some sleep before No Kings. I hope you guys have a great No Kings Day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow here on the live. We'll do a No Kings live, or I'll be at the protest, but I'll be live if I'm at the protest. So uh, we'll see you guys there, and I'll get to show you how my town protests, or a town nearby protests. And I guess well, if you go live as well, um, good luck with it. And if you go to the protests, have fun, be safe, be good, meet people, and have a great time. And thanks for joining this momentous part of American history. I do hope it'll be like 4th of July too, like our second Independence Day. Independence from Trump and Putin and the Trump-Putineers and Netanyahu. Independence from all these evil tyrants. And then we'll win independence for the rest of the world too. Like, we can't stop with ourselves in America. We got to overthrow all tyrants all over the world. And just so happens they're all part of the same network as far as I can tell. So once we get rid of those three, and we'll have some other ones to get rid of, but we're really looking at a world of peace. And I think you'll see a preview of that, this world of peace and happiness and harmony and everybody getting along. I think you'll see a preview of that world at these No Kings protests. So have fun, enjoy, love you, be safe, and see you next time. Happy No Kings, everybody.